Hello everybody, this is going to be a speedrunning guide for Mother, Famicom version, all melodies. Now, the thing about this route is that there was a new one, well, quote-unquote new. Basically, a runner decided to go off of the route that was only using the tasks, and basically ended up getting a run with that. So it's definitely viable to do that, but it is extremely risky, and the chances of finishing a run are so slim. I haven't even finished a run on that route yet, so I figured just for convenience, if people wanted to get a time in this category or not, I would make I'll make a guide for the old route, which is what this one will be, and then I'll make one for the new one if people want to look at that one too. So I'm gonna start with this one. Now this category is on Famicom, but it uses American timing, so you don't start the timer until you hit OK. So you can spend as much time as you want putting in whatever names, but I just still do this, personally. So it's on this one. Well, not this one, but this one asks if you're confirming it, and then this is the one that you start the timer on. This is the one that it's for your like text speed. The left one is the fastest, so we're gonna go with that. Oh, and also, just as a disclaimer, I'm gonna be using save states in order to demonstrate this better because, RNG can be really awful at times, so it doesn't kill the guide here. Like, I can't teach you anymore if something really bad happens. But yeah. Anyway. First interesting thing about this old route is that, it's gonna be grinding a little bit at the start for safety. So we'll be doing both lamps here. Okay, so it's funny because the old route I kind of improved upon before we went on to the new route, and honestly, if I had to think about it, this probably wouldn't be needed anymore, but it still is safe, so I'm just gonna include it anyway, since it's what I ended up doing in the last time I had for it, which was the previous world record. But so yeah, anyway, the important thing about this is that we'll be going to grind on Mount Toy really early, and so we could go there at level 2, but it's a little more nice to go there at level 3 because you'll have wipe up and you'll have a little bit of Psy with you. It's way more risky to go there at level 2, which is what the other route does, so we'll cover that when we do that one. Hey, I just started, and I'm just going to be going over both of the routes for this one category. Okay, that's good. Psy went up a little bit. I don't know why I skipped getting orange juice in this, but that's just what it did. It made sense later on, but I kind of forget why. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, if you get into a rat encounter without your bat, it is pretty awful, because it's gonna take... Well, I guess this damage isn't that bad. It would take 2 turns with the bat, but it's probably gonna take 3 or 4 without. But regardless, we are going to grind on the rats anyway. Yeah, definitely get to the bat as soon as possible. Equip it. And make sure you get this. So, let me think. The point in fighting the extra lamp, I think, was to reduce one of the rats you have to fight here. Although it is at the cost of having a little bit less money, but it's gonna work just fine anyway. So I think it would have been 7 rats without the lamp, but now it's just 6. And honestly, well, the rats only give $2 anyway, so you're only missing out on $2. It's not the biggest deal, I guess. Stay a little closer to the door when you're fighting the last one. Now, on like some cases, you'll like hit the rat with a smash for like it only takes 1 turn, so yeah, it's a little good, but no big deal, I guess. Alright, now I think with the psi increase we have room for one extra wipe up, so that's good, I guess. And you put away both the diary and the key. We're gonna grab the diary later. So yeah, the site looks really nice right now. Okay, good. Gonna take this path. Alright. Gonna buy 2 breads. Alright, and now, here's the part where we're going to need to use manipulation. So, I have an entirely separate video for this. I encourage checking that out because it has an input display. If needed, I'll probably make one with commentary, but it won't have an input display because that one I have to use an emulator for. But anyway, we're gonna save. The important thing about when you save is that when you see the question here, you're gonna accept it, and then you can reset immediately afterwards. So yes, and then yeah. So, I mean, at least I'm assuming that's correct. It should be. Yeah. Okay. Now, the thing about what I just did there, I had the buffer because of the way RNG works. You gotta really understand how it works, and I'm gonna try to explain it as best as I can. The RNG runs on almost every menu in the game, and also when NPCs are around. So what I did there, at the title screen, there's no RNG, but on the file selection screen there is. So you press start, and you hold A, and then you keep holding A until it gets you into the game, and basically that will set you up on consistent RNG. And then you have to walk a very specific path, and it's a little hard to get down, but just go down and right like this. If the NPCs move in the same way, you'll know that you're doing it right. This. Okay. And they've all moved correctly so far, so this should be going well. Now there's a tricky thing with the way that you delay encounters, and the first one's here. Now the way that this is done is by holding B, because if you hold B the whole time, then the menu will open and close on its own, which is consistent, because there's no room for human error, so the RMG will always be set the same. But the tricky thing with it is the way you have to execute it. See, the RNG doesn't update fully until Ninten completely steps on the next tile, but you can open up the menu before he steps on it, therefore before it updates. So on the first two menus, you open it before he fully steps on it. I'm not even sure how to explain why that works the way it does, but it's just how this manipulation works. It's the way I rooted it, because I had to make up my own based on a former Japanese run for any %, because they messed up the manipulation and that, so I couldn't copy it exactly. But anyway, this is just what I'm used to, because I've always done it. It's always worked for me. Now this one, you open the menu, but you can clearly see I've stopped before I even opened it, and that is purposeful, and the rest of them will be like that. Assuming this is executed right, I might have to reset if I don't. Now the way you walk around here is pretty specific, but you'll possibly get it down. Now in this area, I'm not in an encounter zone anymore, so RNG doesn't update as I step through it. But once I get back into it, which is over here, it will be updating again, so I'm going to need to open up the next menu on the corner. Okay, that means I messed up. Yeah, that's lame, and I apologize. So, I'm going to reset. It's a little tricky. I'm just going to try to go through it all in one motion and hope I get it. See, when that happens, that means that one of my steps into the graveyard was probably off, because that's an encounter that's supposed to happen on the step after that. So I think that means I took an extra step or something. I kind of forget. But if you notice that you messed it up, then you can open up your menu early instead. But it's specifically this part right here that gets tricky. At least for me. Now, I'm hoping that was done right. I feel like it was. Now, the thing that sucks is that with my binding, I can't make save states during the middle of the manipulation, or else it's gonna be thrown off anyway. So we'll see. Nope, still messing up. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure this out. This is a little lame. So yeah, it's rough even if you know how to do it. I'm trying to think about what I'm doing wrong. I think this has gone better. I think I probably took an extra step above. So that's the only thing I can think of. But like, you have to turn the corners here a little sharp, at least the one before making it down here. So I think this should be the right... I think the RNG should be in the right place now, but I'm gonna hope. We'll see when I get to the corner. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, so open up the menu here, step down right here, go to this tree, menu, over here, menu on right next to this grave, or the tombstone or whatever, and then go on. Now the next one comes kind of like in the middle here. Yeah, and there you go. Now, with this route, the way I did it is when you talk to Pippi, we're not going to tell her the right answer because we're not going to get the Franklin badge right now. So we're just gonna accept her. And due to the way that RNG runs in this room, the manipulation can't be extended further. So the manipulation is mostly just for getting the Pippi. Now throughout the rest of it, you have to try really hard and just hope you get lucky enough to escape. So I'm gonna save state right here, and yeah, just hope for the best. But if you get a gang zombie, that's very scary. Just try your best to run. Sometimes you'll get lucky. Yeah, this is kind of how it goes. This is the roughest part of any of the glitch categories because they all start off the same and they all like use the same kind of a manip for the graveyard. So just try to open the menu and hope that it won't get you a battle. And remember that the RNG will run while the menu is open for various amounts of time, even in this menu too. So if you wait a little bit, it might influence it differently. But of course, that's not really going to be too RTA viable in most cases. That is a really weird effect when using a save state. I have not seen that before. It might be in this area only. But yeah. My ghosts are way less intimidating. But it can still be hard to run from them. I think everybody just tried to run and nobody ran, so that's pretty ironic. That kind of thing happens a lot. Just really dumb stuff. Yeah. But anyway, you've noticed, if you've seen the glitch list categories, that I have not used, I haven't used any bread with Ninten yet to like get out of the graveyard, as nice as that would be, and that's because using bread would ruin the glitch. Okay. But yeah. So the way that the glitch works is that you give Pippi some bread and have her use it, and when you talk to her later, you'll recover it, and then you'll be able to... Then, because she used the bread, and it left your party's inventory, when you get it back, it's not going to have a properly assigned warp point, and due to that, it'll warp you to the default coordinates, which would be out of bounds, and that's how the whole thing works. So, at some point, it literally doesn't matter where, as long as you do it at some point with Pippi. You gotta hand her the bread, and you gotta let her use it, and I usually do that when I'm like up here. I don't know why, it doesn't really matter though, you can do it in the graveyard. But yeah, I just kinda open up the menu. Alright, so far so good. This money is going to be used on 4 burgers. So it's a little tight. If at any point you, a crow appears and steals one of your, like, I mean, if it steals one of the burgers, it's not the biggest deal, like, that's a little sad, but you'll be fine. But if it steals your bread at all before you get to use it, the one that's in your inventory now, then you might need to reset, because you don't have any money. But if you make it past this point, you're in the clear. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk to her, get back the breadcrumbs. Personally, I routed this way. I'm gonna go over here to home. I'm not really that hurt, so it may have been a good idea previously to because what I do personally, because I left stuff with his sister over there and my inventory is full, I saved inside. Or at least you don't even have to save, you can just talk on the phone. But yeah, actually no, wait, this only works now because you had to save at the department store, so never mind. I was gonna say talk on the phone here before going to the store, but you needed to do that for the minute. But anyway, if you're here, you might as well just heal, I guess, unless you don't need it, but it's nice to do that. But anyway though, now you can use the breadcrumbs. So, yeah. And now, everything out here is always the same kind of way out, so we're gonna be going this way. So what we need to do is we need to get to where Eve is, and so yeah. Let's take this path here. So the way I do this, it's a little tricky. Actually, I don't remember. After leaving, like, when this house leaves the site on the screen, I kind of walk up and right for like 8 seconds, so I would count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably more like 6 now because I was talking during it. But anyways, then you keep going up. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, in this area here, I'm pretty sure we're in the right spot, kind of. I'm gonna go ahead and save state. It's a little tricky to remember. I might have to even pull up a reference myself. But basically, around this point or so, we're gonna walk up, and we're gonna walk up 18 to 19 tufts of grass. That's how I keep track. So, like, each little one of these I walk past. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right there in case if I'm in the wrong spot, but this should be where Eve is. Yeah, okay. It would have been better to be standing one spot over to the right from where I started. Just in case, if you don't go up far enough, if you go back in bounds and you're inside the wall, you can't move. You get stuck there. Although, if I were right inside the walls at this point, it is possible to walk one tile up to get out. So you'd be a little lucky if that happened, but just try to be more accurate in case. Anyways, we're gonna check Eve. And yeah, this is gonna happen. So we're gonna start grinding here really early at level 3. Now we're only gonna stay at the lake here for safety. That, and also because the mooks, if you get 3 mooks, then they give the most. They give the third most amount of experience out of any group of enemies. But anyways, yeah, we're just basically gonna let this happen. The thing that sucks about this grind is that, okay, so your psi will never increase, but you have 4 burgers in case if your health gets low. Once you run out of those burgers, then you can start using life up, and if you get a good stat increase on your psi like how I did, then you'll be able to use life up at least like 4 times or so, maybe more. So yeah, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna be grinding until like midway through level 24. Alright, It's both kind of lucky and unlucky to keep getting a single mook, and the only reason why I say it's unlucky is because we're not getting as much experience for a fight, but it's also lucky because when there's just a single mook, you're not at risk of getting hurt. Even though the mooks like rarely attack you, sometimes they can be really nasty. Like the worst thing they'll do is they'll hit you with like PK, they'll hit you with PK Fire Beta. But I'm just gonna keep guarding. Now sometimes something really bad that can happen is that mooks can, they can blind Eve and make her miss a lot, which is really annoying. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, so anyways, I'm preferring the not use a burger yet, just because, although it would probably be smart to already heal by now. If the only reason I'm not is because burgers heal like 60 health, and I want to get the most use out of it, so I want to wait till I can properly, you know, restore that much. But, so at my health range currently, I could possibly just use life up and I'll be fine. But it'll depend. Yeah, I think it was the right call just to do that anyway. Because, and I don't know why I'm already blanking, but I don't recall if I mentioned mooks can steal your burgers, which is really annoying at times, but you have 4 of them. But yeah, anyway. Hopefully the grind will go well. Sometimes it feels a little slow. And honestly, it, you know, obviously RNG, so it totally can be at times, which is annoying. But hopefully you'll get a good grind, one that's not too slow and one that, like, doesn't kill you. Alright. So yeah, it's just a gradual grind. Every now and then you'll want to restore your health a little more. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't really matter where you grind at up here, but if you do go really low, like, on the spot down here, you'll start getting encounters from lower down on the mountain, which are pretty bad to get right now. Well, I mean, if it's a single enemy, it's not, but like, you wouldn't really want to risk that, because these enemies are much more threatening, and if there's a group of them, they'll probably hit you with something crazy, and you'll take a lot of damage or you'll die, so, you know, just don't do that. Likewise, don't go too far up above here, because you'll get the same kind of enemies. Well, actually, not exactly the same, but you'll get different ones that are more menacing than mooks. Mooks are our friends, even if they steal and sometimes burn us, you know? Or even freeze us. Okay, that was the sound. That sound that texture I can recognize. He just stole one of my burgers, which is annoying. So, this is a little oddity that happens around the boat, but it's nothing really big. Something to do with the types of sprites that the boat and Eve share. They're not normally supposed to be in the same area together, so they kind of make Eve glitch out. Okay, here's PK Fire. I was questioning how I would actually get hurt at all during this. Well, I'm not doing any runs, I'm just doing the guides. I don't have time to actually do runs of these categories right now. That's okay. Okay. That sound effect plays for a few different occurrences, and I don't always remember which they are, but that wasn't him stealing my burger just because I paid attention. Oh no. Okay, now this is the case though where Eve was blinded. In which case it's awful because one, it takes forever to make this stop, and then secondly, okay. Secondly, you could potentially get hit by something dangerous if it takes too long for Eve to recover. I'm just gonna take one of these burgers now. Alright. So honestly, this round on this route has always been so much more possible to be finished. Like, there's just so many things that don't really stop you. So you'll get a lot more runs in for this. But, still, there are some things, I guess, that could be bad, but I'll discuss them when we get to them. Oh boy. Okay, that's really nice. See, this is the type of combination that's really bad. Hoping this does not get me killed. I've been okay. Work's not been too interesting. But I would discuss more of it later, personally. Now, we're getting pretty close to where we need to be before we can fight the robot. And, if you played this game casually, I'm pretty sure most people may or may not have known that, the robot will encounter you if you try to leave the mountain from the bottom. Which is really good, because if we had to walk all the way up to the top where it usually is, then that would be really, really lame, I guess. Because you potentially die before you can get to her, or to the robot. Alright. Okay, I think it just blinded Eve again. Okay. Oh, we're fine. Okay. And now is a good time to go over to the robot. Just walk this way, and yeah. Select auto. Okay, that was pretty lucky, because usually Eve can avoid getting hit a lot. She likes to dodge the attacks. After that, approach Eve carefully and check. And now walk down this way so that you try to find any kind of enemy, I guess, and just let it kill you. And yeah, well, I mean, I don't know, going through a lot of paper definitely feel like a lot of work. Paperwork, right? But, yeah, I don't know. If I had, like, thousands of pages of notes, I would be really, like... I don't even think I could be bothered to look through them. But also, this enemy, however, probably won't kill you, so just run from this one. It's kind of unlucky to get them. This enemy, all they do is just mess around with Psy. Like, sometimes they'll hit you with something powerful, but not really. Okay, this is more threatening. Anything else is more guaranteed to hurt you. Okay, good. Now make sure you don't hit B here, just hit A and continue. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to our sister. Oh wait, we gotta choose the other option. So we're gonna choose the one on the right, and we gotta get the, let me see, which one is the diary? I believe it's this one? Or no, is that the key? I'm so mixed up right now. I think it's this one. And just let me verify that, because if that is not the key. Okay, no, that was the key. Okay, I'm dumb. It totally was the other one. I don't know why I can't read. I mean, obviously I can't read this Japanese, but I don't know why I can't recall stuff like that. But whatever. Basically, you get the right one. I'm gonna put back the key instead. Honestly, if you can't tell what you're picking up, you could always try checking the diary, and it'll do that. It'll give you that text instead. Anyways, now that you're here, talk to your mom. Continue on. Now we're gonna go to Pippi. We're gonna fight mostly everything on our way because we do want to hit level 25. But anyway, we're gonna go to Pippi and we're gonna get the Franklin badge from her now. We're gonna pick the one on the right, and then the one on the left, which is the default one. Alright, and our inventory is good. We do have an extra burger. We don't really, need that, I guess, but I guess you could hold on to it. Actually, I think the inventory is gonna get tight, actually, so we might need to just use it. Let me see. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to use it, because we need to get the canary, and then we need to get 3 breads, and we only have room for 3 other things anyway. So, alright. Oops. Okay. We're gonna go to the ATM and we're gonna withdraw like $400. Gonna go to the top floor. Gonna say no, the one on the right, to this one, and get the canary. Oops, I don't know why. I forgot that was the right floor. Okay. Gonna go ahead and either throw away or eat the burger, it doesn't really matter. And then grab 3 breads. Oops, not that one. The one in the middle. Okay. And everything looks right. Oops. I keep forgetting how many floors there are. I don't know why. But whatever. Now we're gonna go up to the zoo. Yeah, I before I started using Twitter more, I pretty much exclusively retweet lots from that page. Or yeah, like I don't know, Ed and Eddie is just a classic. It was probably my favorite cartoon as a kid. I'd still probably enjoy it even now, honestly. It kind of seems timeless. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna walk through the village here like this and approach Flora. Give her the canary. Oh, you've never seen it before? Oh, okay. Anyway, we're gonna use one of the reds here. Gonna approach the monkey. Go through the door. You don't have to do anything for either of those. You can just walk into them. So now everything here is totally not threatening, and we're also beating up everything with just our bare hands. Vincent is a pretty tough kid, you know. Oops, kind of went a little too high there, but it's fine. I believe walking through this path in the zoo is the fastest. Oops, alright. Latin, of course. Alright, no problem. Now, on the way out of here, we are going to grab, we're gonna grab the medicine in this box, and then we're gonna go down to the bottom floor and grab the rope. Oops. It lets you skip almost everything in the game. This is the way this category works. Basically, instead of playing through the game normally, we get everything boosted at the start, and then we go and get all the melodies, so we don't have to play through the whole thing. It's just a way faster way to play it. Especially because you do the end of the game first, pretty much. Like the ending area. Okay, and now we're gonna use the crumbs. Yeah, this whole route is basically defined by using the glitch to go out of bounds to get the Eve. And then like you don't go through the swamp, you don't go through the desert. You cut out several areas. So like running this game without the glitch is like 2 hours about or more. And then, you know, running it like this is like an hour and 20 minutes or less. Yeah, I always like that art too. Very nice. I talked to the guy on the top. He has less text than the guy on the bottom. Even though it's only like one line of text. The difference. Okay, we're gonna use Psi here, we're gonna use telepathy. We're going to approach the first home here. And put away the diary, because we don't need it anymore. Okay, I don't know why I keep calling it the wrong thing, but whatever. I'm gonna go back up here. We're gonna stop in the shop in the middle, and we're gonna buy the highest defense item. The single highest available. Because we don't have too much money to spare. Gonna equip it. If you ever get this guy, you can just guard against him, because killing him gives way less experience than it does for him to say hi and go away. Even though that may take a while, like sometimes he is regressive for no reason, but he's never going to hurt you. Even if you were at a much lower level, he only does like 1 damage. But yeah. Before talking to this guy, we're gonna use another bread right here. Talk to him and then go to Psi and use telepathy again. Gonna go through the second door. The second door again. Now the third door. Oops. And get the last present on the end, the top here. Gonna equip this. And we're gonna use the crumbs. Now, I don't recall exactly what happens with the, I don't recall what happens with the bat. Or wait, did we even have a bat? Hold on. No, we didn't have anything at all. Oh, yes we did. I forgot. Okay, I think we can just throw that away. It's totally useless. But anyway, to leave here, we're gonna go down from this well. I forgot that you picked up a bat in this because you don't get a bat in the newer route. And no, I don't think I've heard of that game before. We're gonna go right, left. Left again, and then right. Alright, we're almost at level 25. Which is good, but we're not going to be fighting the dragon right now or anything, because that would be absolutely insane. We are going to fight the fish, though. Alright, and now from this point, we don't really need to fight anything else, but we will have to fight things regardless, because we're gonna get Lloyd, and we need to keep him safe. Oh wait, I don't know why I did that. Okay, don't guard on this guy. Okay, now when exiting here, we're gonna have to tell this guy a certain order. Well, first we're gonna have to talk to him 5 times first, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. You pick the one on the right, and now the default one. If you answer him incorrectly, he'll send you back to the start of Magic Hat. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this bat. Not needed. I should have done that earlier anyway. But while I'm here, I'm also going to use the rope. I mean, not the rope, but the bread. And go straight down. Oh, no, you're fine. That is interesting, I'd say. Like the fact that, all of them disbanded to make other games like that. Like, all those games are a little bit notable for different things. That's a little interesting to me. I don't know. So we are gonna like beat up all the rats in here just because, I guess. Like, why not? I'd say it's been pretty okay. A lot better than the ones from yesterday. Like, I had 3-hour guides for like 2-hour runs, and like, okay, that makes a little bit of sense. But this one, I feel like the run's like an hour and a half, and I feel like it's gonna be closer to an hour and a half because it's a little more straightforward, I guess, even though it's a little more ridiculous to run. I don't know, I guess that varies. But anyway, we're gonna go here, we're gonna check this, we're gonna go and use the crumbs. I go to the left and up the stairs. I brought no equipment with me except for my console and games to the marathon there. They had their own stuff, but from what I recall, they didn't really capture NES too well. Like, I noticed the playback had issues. I'm not sure if every round had issues, but I noticed mine, like, had a lot of frames and stuff dropping. Okay, so we're gonna talk to this guy and we're gonna listen to his story. We gotta tell him yes, yes, no, and then yes. But the third question comes immediately after the second. So if you're pressing a little too fast, you're gonna answer incorrectly. So yes, wait, no. There we go. Cool. Okay. Yeah, all we had to do was just talk to him and say yes, but at this point, I mean, well, I guess at this point you're already more than halfway into the run, but I guess at this point you're like near the end of the home stretch. You just gotta get Lloyd here to the factory safely, and then get the remaining melodies and fight the dragon. You can open the inventory here and toss this item because it's useless. It was only good for getting Lloyd into the party. Now we're gonna go into the department store. Now, the way I shop, I don't know if it's gonna fit exactly because there was a route change in the shopping here that I do agree with from the new route. So I might try to incorporate that strat into how this will go. So the first thing I'm gonna do though, okay, if I could go to the right floor, go to the top, talk to this lady, get 2 ropes. We're gonna buy 3 breads, I believe. I used to buy 2, but now I'm gonna use an extra one because I figured this is gonna be really smart. See, the thing that changed here is that one of these breads is gonna get left behind to be used to go to the hotel, which I agree with personally. So that we can like revive a little, well not revive, but like raise our stats up again before going on to the ghost house. But anyway, over here we're gonna buy 4 medicines. Although honestly, hold on, what's the inventory looking like? Because we should have a lot of room. I think you could possibly buy 5 if that'll make you feel safer, carry an extra one into the final fight. But it's the third option down. So yeah, you could totally carry 1 more, and that would be fine. Because you do need, like, wait, where's all the bread at? Okay, yeah, he has some. Alright. You do need, like, 1 free space here, so actually, what can I give to Lloyd right now? I can give him the cash card to make room, because Nintendo needs to have a spot for something. So anyways, I'm gonna stand over here, and I'm gonna make Lloyd use one of the breads. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go to Duncan's now. So, it's totally fine if Lloyd levels up in this category as long as it's like, as long as you're doing that before he gets to the rocket. After he gets to the rocket, it doesn't matter if he dies. While we're here though, Ninten's gonna use his bread right next to the tracks. I want to say that if Lloyd dies, then your run dies, but uh, I don't know. I want to also argue that's technically not true. Only if in advance you grab like an extra bread or something, and you you instead use Ninten's at in the rocket room. But also when you're fighting multiple enemies, or even like a single one, I guess you want to make sure Lloyd guards. So yeah, just to keep him safe. Honestly, at level 4, you could probably use Life Up on him, just so that he's like a little more up there. I almost used auto. That wouldn't have been very smart. Oh, come on. That's not very good. I think at some point it may be worth it to try to run. At least from the enemies out here. If you get into too many out here, you can run, because the enemies out here are way weaker than the ones inside the factory, and on those ones, you'll definitely want to kill them. But anyway, approaching the dog here, use the pass. The bottom right item. This dog is not menacing whatsoever. Just one of the regular ones from outside the home. Okay, this guy definitely you want to make sure Lloyd guards in case. If he drops a bomb, that is really bad. It'll definitely kill Lloyd if he's not guarding. Okay, that was scary. That was the sound effect of him wasting his turn. He just tripped and fell, which for whatever reason is not dangerous, I guess. Okay, who's he hitting? Yeah, that would have been dangerous if we both tried to run. Alright. We're almost to the factory here. Oh wait, now that I think about it, I guess it's more important that Lloyd stays alive for longer if you're going to be going to the hotel with him. That makes sense. Never mind. Previously, I wouldn't care if he just died right after the factory, but his bread was the one that was used. In that case, hold on, wouldn't it be smarter to make Ninten's bread be the one left behind at the hotel then? And have Lloyd's be at the track, so that way when Lloyd uses his, it's not needed anymore. That might be the ideal plan if you're gonna run this, honestly. At least that's what I would do, personally. I just not thought about that. Anyway, though, gonna use Ninten's crumbs. Gonna take another bread out of Lloyd's bag and give it to Ninten. Wait, that could have been risky. Okay, I'm definitely not messing with this enemy. Any and all vehicles are extremely hazardous and you should kill them. So yeah, don't mess around with them. In front of the station, use another bread with Ninten. Although wait, honestly, even if Ninten uses his bread at the hotel, then Lloyd has to use 2 breads in order to do that. So never mind, he would have to stay alive the whole way, regardless, to chain back and forth. So never mind, if you're gonna be healing before you go on, then don't let him die, but if not, then just ignore going to the hotel and you go ahead and let him die. I don't know why, like, rooting things is a little confusing until you work it all out in your head, or in game. This enemy is annoying. I think I would rather just warp away from it. There's this one down here on the 3rd screen. Wait, I don't even think you could reasonably kill it anyway. This guy you could probably run from. Yeah, it could be risky though, I don't know. Anyways, walk straight into the desert, and once you get to this triangle, walk up and right. Yeah, running could be risky. Warp away. Honestly, I guess this is the pro to it. You get to use up more psi warping away from battle than you would previously if you don't go to the hotel, because you go to the hotel just to replenish your psi anyway. Speaking of, we're going to use it on the cactus, we're going to go to telepathy. And now we're going to use Lloyd's crumbs. We're gonna heal. You can press B to cancel any healing jingles whatsoever. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. But anyway, we're gonna use Newton's bread now. And we're gonna go to the one in the middle. We're gonna go to Halloween. Okay. At this point, it doesn't matter what happens to the void. We're gonna walk straight down. We're gonna go to the right like this. You can run or kill anything here. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go down here, go this way. We're gonna talk to this woman, we're gonna get the key to the ghost house. And we are in an encounter zone currently, so just run or kill anything here. Oh, if you get 3 eagles, that's kind of funny. See, I used to not... I never knew before that 3 eagles existed as a group of enemies you could get. So I always found that interesting. Like, one of the first times I thought the game glitched or something and gave me 3 for no reason. But anyway, to be approaching the door soon. The ghost house. Oh wait, I don't know why I did that. Oh my gosh. I meant to go to run and not guard. Might have to fight these guys, honestly. Yeah. Honestly, one of the only reasons to keep Lloyd alive would be in case if you needed him to get targeted inside the ghost house, but since we stopped the hotel instead, and from every battle in the ghost house, we're just gonna warp away, because it's more guaranteed than trying to run. That'll save time on like trying to escape battles, so I'm gonna approach the door here and use the key. We're gonna go through the top doors. Sometimes the mouse is in your way, I guess, but yeah. So we go through the first 2 doors on the top, and then we're gonna go down this long flight of stairs. These three ghosts are just the same as any ghosts from the graveyard way back at the beginning of the game, so I think it's more likely you can run from them. Or at least without, like, you know, fear of being intimidated. And on top of that, they'll run from you, so, like, yeah, I don't think it'd be wise to waste your Psi on those ghosts. But if there's a different type of ghost, then do run from it with the warp. They seem to be persistent on not letting me go, I will say that. Okay, now we're gonna go through the bottom doors. Yeah, this ghost right here, we're gonna warp away from him. Go through the bottom door again. Warp. Definitely warp away from this guy, he's dangerous. Most other kinds of enemies are very dangerous here. Okay, in this room, we're gonna open this present. That was a medicine, and now we're gonna check the piano. Alright. Now we're gonna use the Onyx hook, which is this one right here. And we're going to heal up Ninten so that his size and health are higher. I don't think it matters if you revive Lloyd, it's not really important. And now we're gonna go on to fight the dragon. Oops, I don't know why I kept hitting that. Also, hold on, I need to observe what my inventory has right now. Hold on, wait, what? Okay, no, I do have... Okay, I have 6 medicines, but also I do have room for other things. Quite possibly, it could be a good idea way back when you get the ropes to buy a 4th one. Because all the ropes are for stopping the dragon. He is very, very rude and will break out of the ropes constantly. And his attacks get really nasty. Honestly, the dragon can kill your run pretty easy, but it kind of sucks that it's right at the end here. Okay, we're gonna check the dragon. We're gonna select the rope. Okay, when you see the text with all of the ellipses at the end of it, that means that he's still roped up. If you see the text and it has the word rope in it, then that means he escaped it. So we're gonna go to the right twice, and we're gonna choose quick up here on the bottom to raise our speed. Okay, he broke free from the ropes, now we gotta use another one. Okay. And now we're gonna raise our offense with this one on the top left. And we're gonna use auto on him until he breaks free, and then we're gonna use another rope if he does. And yeah, alright. So that's my last rope. He just broke free of it again. Yeah, so it might be a good idea to bring extra ropes because he is really mean. Otherwise, another good thing that'd be acceptable is on this screen here, using this Psy right here on the second one. This is your Psy shield. It'll prevent his he mostly uses a lot of Psy attacks, and that'll reduce the damage you take from them. He can hit you physically though, which can also be dangerous of course, in which case you'd want to use above quick up, defense up. That move right there lowered my defense though. Honestly, you're gonna want to hope you don't have to do this at all if he cooperates and just stays roped up. But you know, it's kind of, you gotta really hope for good luck here. If your health gets in the range where it'll drop below 50, then you want to like heal a lot. Yeah, you might be screwed if this happens to you, honestly. Yeah, it's in a case like that where also, let me see, my inventory has... It has 3 free slots, so you either might want to buy some extra medicine at the store, or you would want to buy some more rope. And he's as mean as ever, I swear. Yeah, you have to fight him. He has the last melody. He has the last melody, and I don't even know how much health he has, but I'm gonna look it up now. Okay, that was the first time he broke out of the rope. I got a lot of hits in on him though, so that was really good. Okay, apparently he has 650 HP, which I guess makes sense. I mean, I thought he always had like around 700, but I never fully counted it when fighting him. It's my last rope now. I don't know how much I've done to him, but it's probably getting close to killing him. And he just broke free from it immediately, so that's great. So I'm just gonna hit him. I hope he doesn't kill me. It's probably gonna hurt. Yeah, gonna hit him again. I missed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this fight can be tense. He should be dead. Okay, good. Yeah, basically, either buy like 2 extra medicine and 1 extra rope, or 2 extra rope and 1 extra medicine or something for this fight. Anyways, now check him. And yeah. If Void is dead, which he probably will be, in that moment after she calls everybody names, she calls all their names, she's gonna revive him, and you can just press B to cancel that again, like I said before. Okay. Now, this part can be a bit scary. What we want to do is, with every step you take, open the menu, go down, and migrate everything, mostly the medicines, migrate them all from Lloyd's bag to Ninten's. If needed, like, get rid of stuff from Ninten's bag and put it into Lloyd's. Or, wait, this one right here is the Franklin badge. You can just drop this entirely. Just kind of do this and hope that you don't trigger an encounter by chance. And then walk in. Okay. Now when you get the gig, what you want to do is go into your side menu, go to the right, pick Slide Shield, and then auto with Void. Okay. We got unlucky. What you would really hope for is on the very first turn. Oh gosh, that's awful. I hate that it did that. Sometimes when you reload a state, it kind of just does that, and it's awful. I apologize. The best case scenario would be that you go first, but yeah, it looks like that's not happening, and now we gotta look at the screen like this. So, sorry. Okay, never mind, it fixed itself. Good. If you get hit first, it is pretty annoying because now your health is lower than it should be for that instance. Now you're gonna have to stop early on fixing up your speed here because you want to go to quick up. Okay, that time I was first. You just want to make sure you definitely can go first. So yeah, but at this point though, you might need the heal. Don't be risky like me though. I'm gonna try to use quick up now, and then hope I don't get hit for enough to die. So he can definitely hit you for this much. You always want to keep your health over, if it goes under 45, yeah, okay, I was lucky. If it goes under 45, then you want to heal normally. But at the beginning here, before you can sing, you'll want to just guard. So now that happened, use one of these. And guard until you can sing after his text goes away. Like when he's finally done giving his little speech here. So I've still never appropriately counted how many lines he gives, but it's easy to tell because you'll see in the bottom right there, sing will be added on. Okay, and now we're able to sing, but we're gonna need to heal first. And it's gonna be we're gonna do this in turns of sing, sing, heal, sing, sing, heal, like that. So we have 4 left. If you're not feeling comfortable with this, you could always try to make sure you have an extra one before you get here. When you stock up on them, that's another good reason to possibly get extras. But gonna sing and hope that we get good damage rolls. As long as our health is like over 50 by the third time, we can get 3 sings in on one turn before the heal. So I think that was probably a good roll. So we got 1, 2. Let's see what this gives us. Okay, that's a little dangerous. That's something you wouldn't really want to mess with. I'd mess with it though, because I'm like risky about it. Yeah, if your health's ever like under 50 by this point, heal. Don't be like me. I just take chances, especially because sometimes it's a little worth it. If you only had 4 medicines, then you only need to get like an extra heal and not like really risky once. After that, you can definitely like play it safe. This should be like the 4th one. You need to do like 11 sings, and then after that he'll retreat, and timing will end when the screen fades out and starts to go back to the ending. Okay, so now I'm gonna totally heal. Let's see how much he hits me for. It's been really low lately. I will say, if you have healed before the 9th sing, then you can totally do the last 3 in a row without worrying about having to heal afterwards, even though it would totally be dangerous otherwise. Alright, yeah. Okay, yep, that's it. Now you just go through the text here. And you're gonna split right about there, like right when it goes away and fades in, I think. But yeah, that's basically it. That's old melodies on the old route. Um, it's a lot easier to finish, so if you're at least wanting to try the category at all, I would recommend it. But yeah, I'm gonna make one for the new route next. So if you're interested in going faster but with riskier strats, then check that out. But alright.